to a special playoff edition of Commissioner's Corner. I am your commissioner and host, Tyson Camp. A lot of exciting things going on in the Bi-Curious Football League. Week 1 of the playoffs is over, and there were upsets all over the board, except for in my game, I was not favored, nor did I win. So we'll get to that right now. I was unfortunate to go up against Jack Marius Tactheratrix, and owned by Kyle, and they beat me 193 to 146. Heartbreaker, but that's just how it goes. Hurricane Ditka was a winner in the 4-5 matchup as a 5 seed. A big winner, 189 to 107 over the Pooville Farts. Biggest upset over the weekend probably was What Happened, owned by Brooks, at an 8 seed, beating the number 1 seed, Brandon's team, Team Doug Martin, by a score of 143 to 126. And then another big upset, Mahaffey's Grin, a 7 seed, beats number 2 seed DeGlester Hardunkachud, 132 to 120. So looking at the brackets and seeing how they match up right now, you can see there if you're looking at it. It looks like a 5-8 matchup between Hurricane Ditka and What Happened. And Jack Marius Tactheratrix will take on Mahaffey's Grin. And then in the other matchups, it will be number 1 seed in the winner's consolation ladder. It'll be number 1 seed Team Doug Martin against number 2 seed DeGlester Hardunkachud, and then Pittsburgh Nelly will make short work of the Pooville Farts. And then in the losers consolation ladder, the Or Mormons will take on Angry Tuck. Or Mormons winning their week 1 matchup over Angry Tuck, 119 to 116, making Angry Tuck no doubt very angry about that. Okay, shifting gears here just a little bit. We've got a special treat for you all. We've got via the Commissioner's Corner hotline, the owner of Hurricane Ditka, Brandon Hale, is joining us right now. Brandon, thanks for joining us. How are things going down there in Arizona?
Nice to see you guys. Victorious as always.
Great. Well, like I said, you were big winners this past weekend over Pooville Farts. Talk a little bit about your thoughts on the win.
If history, recent history, has taught us anything, it's not about how good your record is. It's about being hot at the right time. And although we were, 4-7 3 weeks ago, I told them if we can string off a couple of wins, get into the playoffs, we're a dangerous team. Nobody's going to want to play us. And that's exactly what happened.
Was there any extra motivation going up against Logan's Pooville Farts team?
Of course there's extra motivation. Anytime you're playing a team with a name as crude and filthy as the Pooville Farts, you want to bring your A game. Because I've been to Pooville, and I'll tell you what, the name, it's a good group of people that live in Pooville. And for Logan to take a good community and turn it into a laughing joke, I mean, come on, the Farts, come on, let's get creative. So, of course, we were not only winning this game for Team Hurricane Ditka, but for all the residents of Pooville.
All right, so now your matchup this week will be against What Happened, which is a big winner, the biggest upset, I should say, over number 1 seed Team Doug Martin. What do you know about What Happened and Brooks Christiansen?
I think he kind of backed his way into the playoffs and that victory. It's ironic that Doug Martin decided not to show up for Team Doug Martin, and is basically single-handedly the reason that team lost. So I don't think that Brooke Christiansen, who did anything to get that victory. He didn't do anything all season long. I don't anticipate it being much of a game. We'll go out there in our showy fashion. We're going to wear our gold sequin jerseys this week, and we're going to play like we look. Spectacular.
Now, you guys have come on strong as of late, and all of these wins have come in those gold sequin jerseys, am I right?
Gold sequin jerseys, no pants.
Did you get the idea for no pants? Did you get that idea from your brother, Chris Hale, during his playing days at BYU?
I did get that idea. You know, he tried it for a while and was very successful, had a successful season going pantless until the NCAA decided to crack down on it. But, you know, that record still stands in place.
Now, if you guys win this week, you will be playing in the championship game against Jack Marius Tac Theratrix, owned by Kyle Flanagan. Are you looking ahead to that matchup? What are some things that you have to say to Kyle in regards to that potential matchup for the championship?
We're going to take it 1 week at a time. We're going to suit up in our sequin shirts 1 week at a time. Everyone wants to play Hurricane Ditka, but it doesn't turn out pretty for most people. And, you know, I'm sure there were some people living in New York who were looking forward to Hurricane Sandy, but that was pretty stupid in hindsight. Especially without power for about 3 or 4 days. So hope he's got a generator and a little food storage.
Yeah, I would imagine that those people in New York, back east, that were looking forward to Hurricane Sandy, I bet they feel pretty stupid right now.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's one thing to talk big before the hurricane hits, but, you know, after it hits, you know, I don't think there were too many people talking to anymore. Get your generator, get your food storage, because Hurricane Dicta's coming, and, you know, be ready, be prepared.
Well, Brandon, thanks for joining us. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you've got a lot going on right now in your preparations for this weekend with what happened and breaking down film and such.
Thank you very much, and I just want to take this opportunity to dispel the rumors that Andy Dalton will not be starting for Hurricane Dicka. We are going to stick with Tom Brady despite his poor first half. You know, he had a wonderful second half, and we feel strong that he'll be able to put together a good full game this next week.
All right, well, that wraps that up. You heard it here first, folks. Hurricane Ditka opting for Tom Brady over Andy Dalton, putting those questions to rest at the moment. Thank you, Brandon, for joining us. And I think that's all. Wait. No, I guess we're getting another call in, or can people even do that? Yeah, we'll go back to the phone line now. We've got a caller coming in. Hello. Oh, it's Kyle.
Hey, Commissioner Camp.
Hello, Kyle. How are you?
Nice of you to give me a call and ask me to be on the show today.
I did not call you. You called me.
Yeah, but I was scheduled.
You weren't, but yeah, go ahead.
I hear Hurricane Ditka called in.
He did. He called in and talked a little bit about his big win over the weekend and what we can expect from Hurricane Ditka in the future.
Yeah, I'll tell him what he can expect for the future. For that storm, Hurricane Ditka to pass on by in the semifinals. He'll be lucky if he gets a chance at me in the championship.
So you don't think he'll do well against what happened against Brooks?
No. In fact, I think what's going to happen is we're all going to go, what happened to Hurricane Ditka?
Yeah, fair enough. But you've still got a game yourself. You know, you got a big matchup against Scott Murray's team, Mahaffey's Grin, do you not?
Mahaffey's Grin, right? Listen, I'll say this about the matchup with Mahaffey's Grin. If you recall in the movie Enemy of the Town, put it this way. In this matchup, in the semifinals, I'll be Val Hell driving the truck. And Mahaffey will be Mahaffey. I'm going to slam into him in my truck and we won't see him again until the final court scene.
Well, you heard it right here, folks. Kyle Flanagan coming on, predicting a championship in the Bike-Urias Football League this year. He's still got a little ways to go, but he seems pretty confident. And you heard it right here first on Commissioner's Corner. Well, again, thanks, Kyle, for calling in and coming on to the program.
Okay, and hey, if you see Hurricane Ditka, you tell him something for me.
Well, I mean, you can tell him. He'll probably be watching this.
The price is wrong, bitch.
All right. This is a family program. We do not say things like that. You know what? Cut them off. You're done. You're out. Yep. Sorry, Kyle. Well, folks, I apologize for that. I really didn't think it was going to take that sort of a turn, but I should have seen it coming, knowing Kyle. So that will be it for this this episode of Commissioner's Corner. Thanks for joining us, and good luck to everyone this week. And happy holidays to everybody. Good night.
I can see a new horizon underneath